I see it. I may have just heard something. Alright guys, I heard what might have been 2 knocks from that direction. Now I just heard one possible knock from this direction. Those 2 were pretty faint, but that one was a little clearer. I'm not sure if those were for sure knocks. They're pretty faint. And it's pretty windy, so it's hard to tell. But definitely interesting, that's for sure. Alright guys, so right now, I'm going to go ahead and deploy this trail camera right here in this fallen log. I think this is a good spot because the trail camera is similar color to this log. I'm going to go ahead and add some more branches and leaves to surround it to camo it just a little bit more. But I think this is an excellent place. There's a little game trail right there. Hopefully we'll be able to get something on this trail cam. You ever made those tracks?
What, buffalo?
Yeah, buffalo.
We need to follow the buffalo.
Alright guys, so right now we're in the place where we found, or where we left the trail camera last time. Tons of animal sign around here. This is a spot where the buffalo definitely like to hang out. Animal tracks all over the place. So right now we're about to go collect that trail camera and hopefully we get something good. We're going to review the pictures when we get back home. I see it. The trail cam was right up there, still sitting and looking at us. Yep, I set up this trail camera on Valentine's Day. That was a little over a month ago, so we're heading back and collecting it, and hopefully we'll get some pretty sweet pictures. So when we get home, we're going to review these pictures and see what we got. What's up, Bigfooters? Right now we are back in the studio, but we've got the SD card from the trail camera. We're going to put it into this laptop and see what kind of photos we got on our trail cam. Alright, so here, first pictures here, me setting up this trail camera. You can see the date I put it out on Valentine's Day at around 2:40. Now this first trail camera picture here is actually in the dark. It has that night vision mode on. You can see here it's actually taken at 6 in the morning, and at first glance I thought it was taken because of the wind. The grass is pretty windy, but actually over here in the bottom right hand corner of the screen you can see a deer approaching the trail cam. And if we skip up to this next photo, you can see a close-up of the deer. So first capture on the trail camera, we got a deer at nighttime. This one's pretty interesting. This one's probably one of my favorites that I captured. Again, at first I thought this was another windy photograph because there was nothing readily apparent upon first glance. Then if you look down in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see a raccoon sneaking away from the camera. I thought that was really cool. I've never got a raccoon on the trail cam before. I've really only ever got deer, so that was a cool little find, seeing that raccoon sneaking away. The next photos were taken around 9 in the morning, and you can just see another little deer walking past the trail camera. Super cool. There's tons of animals in this area, as is readily apparent from not only the tracks but also the pictures we captured. This one's kind of a weird one. It's kind of like a blobby photo, but I think this was a deer sniffing the camera, and since the shutter speed isn't great on trail cameras, especially this one, it was moving, probably sniffing the trail camera. So we got a blurred image. Right here, then the very next photo is another blur past the screen. I think this is the deer running away, running past the camera. The next animal shot is a really close-up photo of a deer. You can see all of the hairs on the side. Super clear picture. You can see as it's just walking right past the camera. This next nighttime photo is very interesting to me, and I think it's either a fox or a coyote that I captured running past the camera. You can see some of the hair sticking up. You can see the ears at the top. My gut reaction was fox when I first saw this. But my guess is either fox or coyote. So that is a super cool photo. Here's the first picture of a longhorn walking past the camera. This will be a reoccurring animal, as you will soon find out. Again, longhorn and bison are all over this spot. There are tracks everywhere, so I'm not a bit surprised that we got a longhorn on the camera. The next animal photo is a nighttime photo. Looks like we have another deer passing by this camera. And the very next photo, I at first thought this was the deer ducking past the camera and sneaking away. And then I looked at what times the photos were taken, and they were about 5 hours apart. This could still be a deer, but I don't think it's the same deer that I photographed in the picture right before this. From this picture, I'm thinking it's probably a raccoon or maybe a possum, maybe an armadillo from the back, but I cannot be sure what this one is. I think it's probably a small mammal. The next photo here is taken at 8 in the morning. We have some longhorn as the sun is rising in the background. Unfortunately, because the sun is rising, the exposure in the foreground is a little off, so some cool photos of the longhorns moving past the camera. This one is a really up close photo. I really like this one. Super close to the camera. These things are huge. This one's probably got to be one of my favorites that this camera captured on this round. Super cool. Super cool photos of these longhorns. Here we have what looks to be a younger longhorn approaching the camera. Here we have a real big longhorn right up next to the camera. Now this shot is a longhorn's leg really close to the camera. I'm actually pretty sure that we saw this guy's tracks when we were recovering the trail camera. We saw some big longhorn tracks right next to the camera. We found some scat right behind it, so I think that was probably this guy. Here we just have some more longhorn moving around in the background. Here we have a younger guy moving past. Nice little series of photos, and that was actually captured the day before we returned, because the very next photos is us coming and retrieving the trail camera. And that is all the photos we got, and unfortunately we did not get a Sasquatch on this round of the trail camera. But really, I wasn't expecting to. There are trail cameras everywhere, and most trail cameras do not get Sasquatch pictures. But you know, you always got to remain optimistic. It's still super cool to get all of these other animals on the trail camera as well. However, while we didn't get any Sasquatch pictures on the trail camera, there was something very interesting that may possibly be Sasquatch related regarding the trail camera. So this right here is a shot of me immediately after deploying the trail camera. You get a nice view of the tree that it's next to. Pretty good job camouflaging the trail camera. but not a great job. Probably still visible for anything that's hyper aware in the forest like a Sasquatch would be. And there's nothing really on the tree or leaning against the tree, but that is important because upon returning to this location, we found a stick leaning up against the side of the tree right next to the trail camera. You can see here's a shot of the trail camera the day that we were retrieving it from the log, and you can see that there's a small branch or a sapling leaning up against the side of the trunk of the tree. It's very possible that it could be natural. It's very possible that a person would have put it next to it, but I don't really find that very likely. I don't really see why a person would lay a stick next to a trail camera, but I guess I could see it falling out of the tree and just landing there. But that is quite the coincidence if that is the case. I think this is very interesting because if it is Sasquatch made, it could show that these things do recognize the trail cameras. They see them and they mark them so other Sasquatches don't run into it, and so they know that there's a trail camera there, not to walk past there perhaps. There's many stories of people having Bigfoot activity on their property and then they put up trail cameras and the activity's completely dead. So if that is Sasquatch made, I don't know what that means for this location, if it's going to be a dead location. We did hear those possible knocks. Again, not really sure if they were actually knocks. It was pretty windy. Maybe it was two trees bumping into each other. But I did hear that one that really did sound like a wood-on-wood knocking sound. But maybe it's a person. Who really knows? It could have been a Sasquatch. So that's a little maybe. There's this tree lean. Maybe that was a Sasquatch. So if I get a couple more maybes from this location, that might add up to a possibly. So I'm excited to get back out there, see what else I can get from this spot. I'm probably not going to continue using the trail camera in this particular spot. Be sure to let me know what you guys think of that tree lean. I think it's very interesting. Lots of people have seen these more subtle structures in their areas. It's the subtle things like this that I find a little bit more compelling. I don't know, it's very possible. Be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this. I am by no means an expert on these stick formations and structures that they use or that they make and what they mean. I don't think any of us are really going to ever be experts on that, at least until the species gets discovered. But interesting stuff. I'm especially excited for summer coming up. It looks pretty bare. These trees are pretty bare at this time of year, but once it gets summer, the foliage is going to be much thicker, much squatchier. This is an excellent spot, so I'm excited to get back out there, see what else we can get. But yeah, I have tons of exciting things coming up. I'm going to be updating you guys on that very soon. There's actually a clue that's been hidden in my background of this video the entire time about upcoming projects that I have planned. Nothing really set in stone as of yet, but some very exciting plans that I can't wait to tell you guys about. It's going to be an exciting summer of Squatchin. Cannot wait. I'm probably going to expand my horizons beyond just Bigfoot videos. I've done a couple fishing videos on the channel in the past, so I might do some more of those. Maybe a couple more documentaries coming up, some short documentaries. Really just broadening my horizons on the channel. Instead of just being about Bigfoot, I want to explore all the things that I'm passionate about. The outdoors, filmmaking, photography, and I cannot wait. So, my next video is probably going to be an update video telling you guys my exciting plans and how you guys can get involved in those plans. I'm super excited to bring you guys along on this epic journey. So, that's all I really have to say about this video. Exciting things coming soon. So be sure to go down and hit that subscribe button, and while you're down there, be sure to hit that notification bell so you get a little notification every time I upload a video, so you can remain up to date on what I'm up to, the exciting plans that I have coming up, because you're definitely not going to want to miss them. So be sure to go down there and leave a comment down below what you thought of these pictures, what you thought of that possible tree lean that I found next to the trail camera. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about all this. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, so I would greatly appreciate that. But really, with that said, I think that's going to about wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep squatching.